The Blu-ray of Old Dogs is presented in 1:85:1 widescreen using the AVC MPEG-4 codec on a dual-layered BD50 disc. The film itself consumes 22.4 gigs of space. I was immediately disappointed by the film's unusual color toning. Entire patches of the opening moments of the film are bogged down by nasty green hues and murky black levels. Thankfully, these problems seem to wash away towards the middle of the picture. The print itself is incredibly sharp, with pristine visuals, fine shadow delineation, and crisp, clear details and textures. The print is free of any dust or dirt specks, and no white specks were noted. Very few encode flaws were noted as well, other than a slight hint of noise during a few darker indoor sequences. The occasional compression artifact did pop up every now and then, but wasn't too intrusive. On the whole, this is a fairly pristine visual experience powered by uninspired visuals. I'm going to give this one a grade of an A-. The audio presentation features an English 5.1 DTS HD master audio track, a French Dolby Digital 5.1 track, with Spanish subtitles and English captions for the hearing impaired. Quite surprisingly, Disney provides an aggressively designed, bass-heavy lossless mix for fans to enjoy. Surround uses and bass elements are frequent with enveloping three-dimensional effects that perfectly mix among the 5 channels. Dialogue is crystal clear, but the oppressive overbearing score that bombards the film does often crowd the mix. On the whole, the mix is good, but it is a little flawed. I will give it a grade of an A-. The Blu-ray package itself came packed in a blue Elite 3-disc BD case featuring the film's theatrical artwork. The back of the case is a bit cluttered and claustrophobic, and isn't particularly very appealing. Ultimately, I'll give the packaging a grade of an A-. Extras on the disc aren't particularly extraordinary. First up, there's a commentary featuring director Walt Becker, producer Andrew Panay, and writers David Diamond and David Weissman. Honestly, the track is painful to get through. If you're not a fan of the film, I would not recommend listening to this one. The disc also includes a series of music videos, one of which is exclusive to the Blu-ray release. That song is You've Been a Friend to Me by Bryan Adams. The other song included on both the DVD and Blu-ray release is Every Little Step by John Travolta and Ella Blue Travolta. Rounding out the disc are a series of deleted scenes, neither of which is particularly exciting. There's also a blooper reel, which also isn't very funny. I'd give the extras a C- overall. On the BD exclusive front, we have one featurette, Young Dogs Learn Old Tricks. It runs a mere 3 minutes and is basically just a mundane interview feature in which the kids interview the older stars of the film. Also included in this Blu-ray set is a DVD copy of the film and a digital copy of the film. All of the above features, with the exception of the DVD copy and the digital copy of the film, are presented in high definition. I'm going to give the BD exclusive content a grade of a D+. Ultimately, the Blu-ray itself is a bit of a letdown. The audio mix is great and the transfer is solid, but the extras are a bit lacking. At the end of the day, Old Dogs is a pretty harmless movie. It's not really trying to be very original, it's not really trying to be anything other than funny. And, well, unfortunately, it kind of fails in that regard. In short, if you liked Wild Hogs, you'll love Old Dogs. But that isn't saying much. People who didn't like that film should probably just rent something else featuring John Travolta or Robin Williams. You'll probably thank me in the end. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Part 1, the film review of Old Dogs.